What it is, guys, it's your old boy Pilk, and I'm coming back at y'all with more Danmachi. Yet more Danmachi. This has actually become the most popular thing on the channel, so I think we're going to start doing a little bit more of this. We're not getting rid of Dokkan. We're absolutely not getting rid of Dokkan, but I'm going to try to ramp up the Danmachi content for you and try to bring y'all more of this because it's been growing. Y'all seem to love it, so... And I love it, too. I've been enjoying the game for, like a little over, 2 years now? Yeah, it's been a minute, so... Well, no, a little less than 2 years. Either way, like 18 months. Still, I love the game, and it's not going anywhere, in my opinion. So, let's get into it. But today, we're going to talk, as I leave the phone out of my grasp, about Record Buster. Now, this is the last day of Record Buster, and I have amended my team significantly, as you can see with my scores, and gotten some really amazing results out of this team. Okay? Now, the first thing I'm going to do here, I am actually going to keep the new Line. And I've been totally sleeping on this Line. She is absolutely spectacular. Way better for this than the old one, though the old one still does have crazy debuffs. We'll talk about why I'm going to use this one over that one here. Mostly because slow, super light physical attack, ultra uncounter rate, and removes strength and magic buffs. That is basically keeping my units alive, and we'll talk about that in fight. Plus she does fast... Increase SA gauge charge gain by 33% and counter rate. So the SA gauge and the counter rate both go up. So that's really awesome. Critical rate and penetration rate 20%. That actually, the critical rate is going to be really good. The penetration rate isn't going to be as good. My DMs are going crazy, and I apologize for that. We're like 2 days out of the con at this point, so it's just going to be constant, and I apologize. No way for me to really mute it at the moment. Otherwise, you wouldn't get my audio. So I apologize for what's going on in the background. Anyway. And then basically this one here, damage 40% per increase of critical rate. This is actually pretty good damage because we have her critical rate and we have some assists that do critical rate. She is absolutely stunning. I wish I had more dupes in her. I don't have time to do that in the short amount of time we have here, but it's really phenomenal. I'm also continuing to use this Leafia. Come on. Now this Leafia is really good. Before I was kind of letting her come in and leave. And I still think if that were possible, that's a really great opportunity to produce crazy amounts of damage. But unfortunately, I just don't have the build that really has accommodated that at this point. Okay, so the big thing she does is this first one, Burn Up. Fast mid-fire attack and allies, magic agility, and fire damage plus 25% for 3 turns. Remember, buffs never go away in this one. In fact, I'm going to see. I've had some anomalies in my runs today, and I'm going to see if those continue tonight. But... high fire magic attack with temporary magic boost and ultra unguard rate and 60% taunt. We're going to be doing more of that than much of anything else because we're basically going to get her buff off, and that's kind of it. She's going to come in, she's going to do it, and then she's going to be gone. That's it. So we're really not going to use her. Now, I am floating, I keep calling him Garamuth. What is his name? Galamus. Never remember his damn name. And the reason we're going to do that, I had completely forgotten what this guy does. And this is actually really important. For those of you that are currently have the Argonaut banners on the EU side, this guy should be currently live for you guys. And I completely forgot what he does. Fast damage received fast, meaning it's one of the first things that gets off. Damage received type all and single target attacks minus 35% for 3 turns. That counts as a buff, not a debuff. Whenever you see it worded this way, and I was using Raul before, but he only does attack alls, so he was reducing the amount of damage we received when we were getting super attacked. When we're not getting super attacked, it wasn't as effective. He does it all. He's really phenomenal, and I completely forgot about that guy. And as you had no dupes in him, so he's going to come and he's going to do that, and we're going to leave. So let's go ahead and do a quick Record Buster run and see what we've got. Okay, turn off auto battle, of course. We do not want to auto battle this beast. My last run was, 155, I think, 155k. So I'm still working on this. We've got about 2.5, 3 hours left at this juncture. So hopefully y'all are actually able to take away from this and improve your numbers on top of all that tonight. But I still want to be in the top 1,000, so don't kick me out of that. Anyway, let's jump in, okay? First thing for Line, I'm going to actually go ahead and do her SA charge. We don't really need it, but we're just going to go ahead and do it. I'm going to get Galamus to do his Earth Shaker, And then, of course, we're doing this little debuff here with Argonaut, or with Krazo, and we're going to do Argonaut's buff. Now, we don't really need Krazo's debuff, but it's just kind of a one-turn thing, and then... Oh, actually, no, I take that back. We do need it. We do need it. I was thinking we were running Philvis still. No, we actually do need his debuff. His debuff's going to be really, really critical on this one. Okay? But now we're doing Vortex Flames and Spiral Strike almost exclusively. Now, we'll come back and do Vortex Flames on turn 6 and turn 10. We'll talk about that. Now, we're going to do Burn Up. That is the big buff that Leafia drops for us. It's absolutely spectacular. She's going to come in, she's going to drop it, and she's going to go. Okay? And we're going to go up here, and we're going to go ahead and just do... I'm going to do a regular attack with her. I'm not going to do anything overly crazy because her light resistance is just kind of middle of the ground. And I want to keep her SA, or her magic charge pretty constant. So we're going to do it this turn. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Leafia does her buff, and then she's gone. Now we've got Haruhime for the rest of the game. Haruhime is going to increase the penetration rate a little bit and increase the counter rate, which actually, let's see, what is the counter rate currently? Counter rate is 20%. She's going to increase that to 30%, and penetration rate is going to go up to 30%, so that's going to be really, really good. We're going to keep her doing that and him doing that, and we're going to be good to go. Boom. Now, we've already got SA, but I'm going to be real. I think getting her debuff off is going to be way more important. Well, actually, you know what? You know, I'm going to try this. This is just a little test for this run. Because that increases buffs, but all my buffs are staying played. Now, I'm going to test this. We'll see what happens at the end of this run. But everything should stay in place, and we're going to remove all of her strength buffs, which is going to be really critical to this. So we're going to do that. We're going to do her special arts, and we're going to do jolts to decrease the amount of damage we're taking, and we're going to keep Spiral Strike in place. Let's see what happens here. I actually haven't done this arrangement before. This gives us an extra turn of those 100% damage boosts to everybody. So this actually could potentially do us better. The only downside is I used this on the turn after this as a heal, and we're not going to have that heal. But we may not need it. We'll see what happens. We're down 30% instead of 40%, but we should still be good. We're taking good damage, but full healed, so we'll be fine. Now, this one never really hurt all that bad since we removed her strength buff, which I will say I was sleeping on that before. That strength buff removal is really super critical. I mean, you've got to do it. All right, now we're going to do that. We're going to do her main attack. We're going to do Vortex Flames and Spiral Strike, and we're going to keep this going. Now, the goal here is Haruhime should be healing. There we go. Yeah. Haruhime should be healing Line. She's got to. That's one of the biggest things she's doing on the team right now. Now we're going to go back and we're going to do her debuff. We're going to do Krazo's debuff. And everything else stays in place. Now I'm going to look here. Yeah, this is what's interesting. I've been seeing this today and today only with the same teams I've been running. For whatever reason, all of my buff skills are going up exponentially. I don't believe there's anything she's doing. I don't think there's anybody actually buffing that. So for whatever reason, we're getting extra buff skills today. I don't see that in my build. Now, I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments section if you see how I'm getting all these buff skills, because I've not used Haruhime's. Unless I don't think her special attack does that. It's really strange. There's nothing in there to increase it. Yeah, it's just really odd. Really, really odd. So this is our debuff phase. She just removed all of her debuffs. We're going to go ahead and basically remove all those. I'm going to double check it here. So now we've got the ability to do her special attack. I'm going to double check it because now we're going to have it up to 7 turns. So it's still 6 turns. So it's like the buffs are never expiring. It's really weird. Really strange. So yeah, no, there's nothing in there about that. All right, we're going to continue just doing basic attacks with everybody this turn. And the next turn, we're going to go ahead and debuff her one more time, but we're basically going to remove her strength buffs. Bada bing, bada boom. Here we go. She's hitting us pretty good, but Haruhime with the amount of counters she has is just going to heal like crazy. Okay, we're going to remove her strength buffs. I'm going to go ahead and do this 25% HP regen. I do that before every turn. It helps out drastically. And one more time here. Yeah, see 6 turns. That usually is up to like 12 and 13 plus turns by the end of this. I really don't know what that is. I'm going to be real. There's nothing in my build that should be producing that. It's really strange. All right, Star Pulse. And, oh, I've got Vortex Flames on. I did not want Vortex Flames. Or did I? Oh, I did want Vortex Flames. So one of the other. Okay. No, I got screwed up here. All right, we got our full heal on. All right, Line, I need you to survive this girl. She's a hair on the squishy side. Okay, good. All right, that's absolutely perfect. All right, we're going to go back and do Spiral Strike one more time. We're going to do basically just continue what we've been doing. And if we go in here, see, that's 7 turns now. That's weird. There's nothing in here that should be doing that. It's like Crozzo's getting 2 for 1 on his buff skill. It's really strange. I've not seen this all weekend, and then the only thing that's changed, really, fundamentally, is that I'm using, that I'm using Line, and she doesn't have a skill that does that. It's really odd. If anybody else is seeing this, let me know, or if you see what's going on my team, let me know. Please help me educate myself if I am absolutely wrong on this, because I hate to bring you guys wrong information. That's not my intent here. But yeah, I just don't see it. So let's continue. Okay. So this is turn 9. We need heals, Haruhime. Okay. So I am absolutely going to have to heal here. I hate to do it that way, but I am going to have to... Actually, you know what? I need Haruhime's debuff here. And I need that. Actually, that won't matter. That won't matter. That's fine. Alright. Please don't kill Line. Alright, we gotta get those debuffs back in place. There we go. Thank you, Haruhime. Thank you, girl. Healer again? Thank you. Oh, goodness gracious. I was really worried that was about to screw us over. Okay. So, why is she still doing Star Pulse? Oof, that was a mistake. I did not need her continuing doing Star Pulse. It's gonna hurt us a little bit in the damage facility, but not enough to really matter. See, now it's up to 9 and 10 turns. And we didn't even buff it last time. I don't know what's going on with that. It's a glitch. Very strange. But, here we go. Haruhime getting our heals on. Healer girl. Yeah! Perfect. Alright. Turn 12. Turn 12. This is going to be super critical. Healing. I'm actually going to do the heal this time because I definitely want to make sure everybody does this. We're going to do Star Pulse on that one. And I think that is everything. Physical, fire attribute, and I've got to keep the debuffs in place. Actually, you know what? Haruhime is going to do that, so I don't need to worry about it. Yeah, it's weird that it's like Haruhime is getting her one skill off every single time just for buffs. There's something going on with that. But this will work for the debuffs, and it will keep us very happy to next turn, I think. Alright, Awakening Spirit's going to help keep us alive. You know what? Yeah. No, I need to keep the debuffs in place. Here we go. The goal here really is just kind of this turn to remove all of her strength buffs and make sure at the end of the... Oh, no! Oh, that's the worst possible scenario. Okay. So Line died on us. That was what I was trying to avoid and why I was doing so many of those other skills. Oh, man, that was a big hit. That was a bad hit. That was RNG madness right there. That usually all of them survive that. So she just hit extra hard out of nowhere. So bad run. That's okay. Got a little unfortunate in our runs there, but I still don't know what's up with that buff skill, man. That buff skill is just a weird anomaly here. So these numbers won't look very pretty, and he's dead. Yeah. The goal here, and I emphasize the goal here, is to get, 94 mil. No, we're not breaking any records with that. Is to continue to get all four of them to survive. Now, normally, in my other 2 runs today, they had survived. So that run was a bit of an anomaly. She hit a little bit harder. We didn't guard or something, and that's it. It is what it is. But yeah, I got 153 was my high thus far out of that same team, and I actually have the new free to play Hermes actually on Line, and I need to go MLB him and try it one more time. So that's gonna be my next goal. But that's gonna be the video. This team is if I get a quad off, this team is worth at least 175. So we're gonna aim for that. I got 2 more runs to do without blowing Iris. I might actually try to blow some Iris just to see if I can get the best numbers out. But that's it. And if you can figure out what's going on with the buff thing, please let me know in the comments section, because I think it's a glitch. I think it's just something happening. Check your teams. See if it's happening with your teams. It's weird to me. That's the video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Follow my Birdman. Hit me up a Booker. I'll be back at you guys with more Danmachi tomorrow. And hopefully we'll have a Dokkan video before tonight's out. It's been a while since we've done Dokkan.